Visual arts. My visual art effect involved creating an ochre painting using dry ochre powder mixed with water and applied with a stick. First, I gathered materials and experimented with different texture and marks. Next, I planned a composition representing country, animal, and people. Finally, I refined my artwork using symbolism, line, and texture to communicate meaning. In foundation classroom, this activity supports students to explore ideas and experiment with different materials. For my dance artifact, I choreographed 1 minute sequence representing walking on a country, animal movements, and community gathering. I experimented with locomotor movements, levels, pathways, and dynamics before combining them into a short performance. This activity encourages foundation students to express ideas through movements while developing body awareness and creativity. My drama artifact is monologue from the perspective of elder welcoming visitors to country. I develop the performance through characterization, voice, and gesture. Drama supports students to explore roles and perspectives while developing empathy, confidence, and oral language skills. For my music artifact, I created rhythmic patterns using Aboriginal clapsticks. I explored beat, rhythm, tempo, and dynamics to represent sounds of nature and community gathering. This activity helps foundation students experiment with rhythm, communicate ideas through music. My media arts artifact was a digital story combining photographs, narration, and music. I created a storyboard, selected images, recorded narration, and edited the final presentation. Media arts provide opportunities for a student to create and communicate ideas through digital technologies and multimedia text. My media artifact combines photographs, narrations, and music to communicate themes from Welcome to the Country. Through storyboarding, sequences, and editing, I explore how media representation influence audience understanding. Bruner's discovery learning theory also emphasizes that learner construct knowledge through inquiry and problem solving. Creating the digital story required ongoing reflection and communication, which strengthened my understanding of multimedia communication. I learned that media art provides meaningful opportunities for students' voice and creativity. In Foundation Classroom, the digital storytelling can support communication, literacy, and engagement. This activity aligns within Victorian curriculum that encourage students to create and share media arts using available technologies. Visual arts and ochre painting. For my visual artifacts, I use dry red ochre powder mixed with water using a stick to create the symbolic marks and textures inspired by the book Welcome to Country. I explored visual connections, including line, textures, color composition, to represent deep connection with country, people, animal, and place. This process reflected constructivist learning theory as I actively constructed understanding through experimentation with the material. I found that working with the natural materials encouraged deeper understanding with the themes of belonging and connection to the place. As a future teacher, I would prefer to use similar open ended materials to support creativity and cultural understanding. Dance movement through country. My dance sequence represented walking on country, animal movements, and community gathering through locomotor movements, levels, pathways, and dynamics. Through movement, I communicated meaning without words and developed greater awareness of how body can express ideas and emotion. Gardner's theory of multiple intelligence, highly bodily kinesthetic learning is valuable way of learning and understanding the world. I found that translating the story elements into movements challenged me to think creatively and communicate symbolically. In the foundation classroom, dance is supporting physical development, creativity, imagination, and cultural understanding. For my drama artifact, I performed the monologue from perspective of elder welcoming visitors to country through role characterization and gesture. I explore the importance of storytelling and perspectives. This experience aligned with Vygotsky's social constructivist theory, which emphasizes learning through social interaction and shared meaning making. By stepping into the role, I developed empathy and deeper appreciation of cultural narratives. I learned that drama can support students in understanding viewpoints which are different from their own. In foundation classrooms, role play can foster communication, confidence, and intracultural understanding. This video explores my learning through five artifacts inspired by the book Welcome to the Country, which is written by Auntie Joy Murphy and Lisa Kennedy. The book became stimulus for an art-based inquiry, and I explored the question: what does connection to country means through visual arts, dance, drama, and media arts. I investigated this question from different perspectives while reflecting on my emerging identity as a pre-service teacher. I realized that Victorian curriculum plays arts as a way for a student to explore ideas, communicate meaning, and express understanding through creative process. Throughout this project, I engaged in making, responding, and reflecting, which are the key aspects of arts learning. Creating these artifacts deepens my understanding of art based inquiry. Art based is more than producing an artwork, it uses artistic process as a way of investigating questions and constructing knowledge. My inquiry question was: what does connection to country means? Each art disciplines allowed me to explore the answer of this question. Visual arts involved symbolic representation through color and texture. Dance explored embodied understandings of movements and place. Drama encouraged perspective turn taking, and empathy. Music communicated mood and atmosphere through sound. Media arts combine multiple forms of communication as a digital narrative. This process reflects experiential learning theory of Dewey because learning is occurring through active participation, experimentation, and reflection. It also aligns with constructivist theory because understanding was developed through creating and responding rather than receiving information passively. Vygotsky's social constructivist theory is also relevant because meaning making often occurs through interaction, discussion, and shared experiences.